Alright, brothers and sisters, I'm back. And before I do anything, I want to give a special thanks to everybody that is given to the best of their ability to help keep this ministry going and to help me stay going by making contributions to get cards to pass out, to minister on the streets, to minister in the churches, to pass out literature in the churches, to get the people in the mainline churches to wake up and see what's coming. Now I want to give a special thanks to the Lion of Judah, very fine anointing oil. They sent me a bottle, and it's very good oil. And if you want to get some of this oil, you can call 270-789-3249, and they'll bless you with some really nice oil. So I encourage you to check out Lion of Judah anointing oil, and you also can look it up on the internet. For those people in Northern California, a husband and wife had donated to this ministry by just reading my website. I just want to thank them for their contributions and their support of this ministry and all of what they did for me. Also, some spiritual insight from another young lady that lives down in Southern California. I also want to give a special thanks to a young lady in Boulder, Colorado, who's contributed to this. Also to a young man in Pennsylvania. There's been several from the state of California that have really, blessed me spiritually. So I just want to thank all of y'all. Now I do want to let y'all know this, that I get all your emails. I read them all. Sarah, my scribe, she helps me go through them all. We sort them out. We take the serious ones and the very important ones, and we do address the people. And I do give my phone number out to a lot of these people that want to talk to me, and I don't mind doing that. And I also want to give a special thanks to my brother in West Palm Beach who donated the AT&T phone for this ministry for the sake of being able to minister to you people throughout the continental United States. And let me tell you this, there has been a lot of people, or there's been several people, that have been delivered over the phone from me praying with them. Now, I'm a watchman, but my true gift was a healer or healing. When God gave me that gift, I've had many of cancer victims healed. I've had many of mental situations healed, and I've had demon-possessed people get set free from demon oppression and possession. So anyway, I just want to give a special thanks to everybody who's contributed to this. And I just ask right now, God, that you bless them all for what they've done in helping United States prophecy. Now, one of the things I'm going to talk about real quick is, let's see what's doing good here. 2 years ago, going down the bicycle trail at Virginia Beach, I was going to the beach, and God spoke to me very clearly, and He said to me, "Son, I want you to go down to the beach, and I want you to sit on the boardwalk." So I went down to the beach, and I sat at the boardwalk, and I sat on one of the benches, and after the first hour, I asked God, I said, "Why do you have me sitting here?" And He said, "Son, I want you to sit there and pay attention." And after an hour went by, nothing happened, and right after that, I kept asking God, "Can I get up and go?" He said, "No, stay there." So I sat there a second hour, and I stayed there a third hour. At the end of the third hour, waiting for whatever God was going to show me, I just sit there and kept asking Him, what's He getting ready to do? But immediately after that, in front of my eyes, over the Atlantic Ocean appeared a giant leopard. Now, I was looking in the clouds, and there weren't hardly any clouds out there, but that day, God supernaturally put together a leopard over the North Atlantic Ocean. And when He put this leopard together, He said, "I want you to see this." Now, this is 2 years before Obama becomes president. As I'm looking at this leopard, He's saying this leopard's going to devour much flesh. And what he was showing me was, as I watched the tail form, the back legs, the body, the front arms, the head, the whiskers, as I'm watching all this form, I watched this leopard. And I've got this beautiful leopard over the Atlantic facing Europe, or heading out towards Europe, and I'm looking at it, and he said, "Jack, let me tell you something, son, this leopard's going to devour much flesh." Well, I really didn't think too much about it. But immediately after that, God started to show me some events that took place. But one of the amazing things is that Obama, 2 years later, becomes president of the United States. Now, what's so amazing about that is that he showed me the leopard 2 years before Obama became president. And Obama, or Africa itself, is a land of leopards throughout the whole country. And it's just really amazing that I tied that in to, the book of Daniel, chapter 7. So you can read chapter 7 of the book of Daniel, and it talks about the third beast being a leopard. And it's just really amazing that this happened. So I'm just going to encourage everybody right now for these YouTubes that I'm doing that people have asked me questions. People have been asking me questions in emails, and they've been saying, "Has God ever showed you anything pertaining to a submarine attack?" And I've told the answer is yes. The Lord has let me see off the east coast of the United States, in the Norfolk Canyon, the Baltimore Canyon, off Georgia Banks, the Grand Banks, all off the east coast of the United States in days to come, that communist submarines will launch neutron missiles into all the east coast cities of the United States. They'll take out Miami, they're going to take out Fort Lauderdale, they'll take out Jacksonville, Atlanta, Georgia, parts of North Carolina, Virginia, Nobbit, Portsmouth, Hampton, Newport News, Virginia Beach, Suffolk, Williamsburg, Yorktown. Anywhere where there's mass populations will neutron missiles be launched, surface-to-air missiles, into the multitudes of the people. And the destruction that's coming upon the East Coast is going to be beyond imagination. And then Russia will be able to take the East Coast of the United States hands down. But to answer your question, yes, God has showed me, and a lot of you have had visions of submarines firing missiles into the East Coast of the United States, and yes, this is going to happen, and it's probably going to happen sooner than later. Some other people have asked me, how about the tidal waves? Yes, the tidal waves will come, but I do not think the tidal waves are going to come until after New York City has been taken out. And again, you can go to my writings, you see where I talk about 10 long-range intercontinental ballistic missiles, each one carrying 5 150-kiloton thermonuclear warheads, will be carried into New York City, which is Babylon the Great, the mother of all whores, and one day all of your plagues shall come upon you. It's amazing. I was sent an email from a young lady in Portsmouth, Virginia, and she read me a statement made by the Trilateral and the Illuminati back in 1963 or 1964, when they publicly announced that when the lights in New York City finally go out, we can take complete control of everything. So I think they're waiting for this event, and then the New World Order will come into play.